Oh, good, I got another nose blowing.
Oh.
Now that sounded lumpy.
I thought you were driving. You like rolled down your window and you were going to jump out into traffic. Goodbye, cool world. In the background, Dad!
More. I can't take another Steam sale. They didn't take my community vote. I'm done. I'm ending it.
Draw your sleigh, knock out your in-laws, and ready your eggnog. It's time for a Christmas episode from the Gamesmen. What role will you play?
Welcome, guys, gals, and guildies, to episode 3 of the Gamesmen. The Gamesmen are here to play roles, and this week I'm playing the role of your host. I'm Amherst89, and with me this week I have Hardlydan, also known as Dan Knapman. How are you doing?
Still feel like vomiting every minute of the day, so not so good.
That's nice.
Yeah, lovely. There's new medication. Other than that,
Merry
not bad.
Christmas.
Cold. Thank you. Yeah.
As you can hear there, we actually have a full room today. Kind of room, virtual room. That was Scott McGregor, also known as Rabid Scotsman. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, it's our Christmas episode.
Yay.
Yay, Christmas time. Actually, we already spent all of our money, I'm sure. Also with us, we have Chris Maurer, also known as Holy Headshot. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm pretty much broke. You know, holidays coming. Steam sale on.
All the kids.
Presents for the
Very
kids.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait until Wednesday so I can play with all their toys. I mean, so they can play with all their toys. So.
That's probably why I'm not allowed to have kids.
Well, if I squeaked by, I mean, you should be able to.
At least there's
Somebody
no
was
legal
looking
reason.
the other way.
Alright, let's get straight into this. So Chris, what have you been playing or doing for the past week or so?
Oh, you're starting out with the boring one. I have not played a lot. It's been a little hectic. We took the kids to Disney on Ice last night, which was interesting.
I went to that whenever I was a kid. Oh my god.
I bet you it's probably half the same show. I mean, they had some of the newer characters and movies in there, but, you know, I'm sure it hasn't changed much. I was telling my wife, actually, it was a funny conversation afterwards. I was like, you know, it gets kind of boring after a while. They don't really... I mean, they're skating. There's only so many times they can jump and twirl and keep your interest. And she's like, yeah, that's why they have it for kids, because it's not for you, so they're not entertaining you, they're entertaining your kids. Give it. But in terms of playlists, again, I haven't really played a lot. I actually won a code for State of Decay from Video Gamer Rob on Twitter, which was awesome, so
Nice.
thank you to him. Yeah, and from the little bit that I played of it, I think I'm glad I won it rather than paid for it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It
Some-
really... Have any of you played any of it at all, or tried it out?
Yeah, I managed to play the entirety of it. It was entirely too fast.
Oh, okay. Did you like it, or?
I really did. It's just that I wasn't expecting the story to be so short, so I just followed the story because I was just looking for stuff to do.
Oh, okay.
And the story ends extremely fast. Once you kind of get into the game and start to make sense of some of the stuff that they really should tell you, it's pretty good. So if you find yourself enjoying yourself, I just don't do the main story because it's over really fast. But it's good.
How many hours?
Oh gosh, you can probably blow through the story in like 3 or 4 hours if you wanted to.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Maybe I just hadn't given it enough time because I just fired it up for a little while, maybe an hour or so, and
Yeah.
it felt really buggy. Like the camera was all over the place, the controls were really twitchy. It was like,
Interesting. I actually played it with a controller, I believe you're supposed to, because it's not finished yet for mouse and keyboard. It's still pretty deep beta.
Yeah, that's what I tried with a 360 pad, and it just,
Okay.
I don't know, the controls were really, maybe I need to mess with the sensitivity or something. It would just like, you barely touch the stick and the camera would just fly, and it was like, whoa, okay.
Huh.
The combat seems like, the hit detection with the combat seems pretty poor. Like, you're flailing wildly at midair and one of the zombies will fall down. And it's like, wait a minute.
Oh,
I was 2 feet away from him.
I didn't really have that experience. That's strange.
Oh, okay.
I had to like take my time and kind of bait them into an attack and then be ready to attack, because I have like a huge weapon like a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
You've got to kind of time all your attacks in melee. It's pretty damn challenging.
You should play Zombie U on the Wii U because you have to hit like a zombie like 10 times in the head for it to go down and everything. Oh.
God.
It's like, just go down. I've beaten your brain. Like, you'll see, you hit it, and then its head will crack open, and then you hit it in the brain, so then it'll die. It's like, come on. How many times do I have to hit you? And then whenever you have more than one.
Yeah.
So what else have you been playing, Chris?
Other than that, I've been still playing a little Snow, which is on Steam's early access. I'm kind of liking that. It's an alpha right now, so I mean, if you're the person that doesn't like playing a buggy game, then you're better off just waiting. But it's going to be a free-to-play skiing and snowboard game that's supposed to release next year sometime, 2014. They don't have a set date or anything, but you can buy in on early access. I think the lowest tier, because you can, jump in at a couple different tiers. I think the lowest is $15.
Yeah, I think it's all on Steam.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll go on sale during the Steam sale. That should be interesting to see, but yeah, everything is cosmetic only, so there's nothing that's going to break the game in terms of gear that you can get, stuff that you can unlock, and really the only reason they set the price on it is because they wanted people who were hopefully going to provide them with some constructive feedback, and putting the paywall on there kind of filters some of that out, as opposed to just, the typical people playing it for 2 seconds, not realizing it's an alpha and jumping on the forums going, this sucks, it's not finished.
Yeah.
So.
No, if people want to listen to you talk to one of the people involved with it, they can go over to Everyday Gamers and go listen to your dossier or whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was in the feed. We put it up last week because we didn't have a regular show, and we may not have one this week either, so it's been a crazy couple of weeks. But yeah, I got a chance to sit down with Alexander Bergendahl. He's with Pablamos Productions, and I believe he is the CEO and kind of like the community manager. It's like a 3-person team, so everybody wears 12 different hats, and it's pretty impressive that they put that together with just 3 people, the game. So that was worth checking out. And then the other thing that I played a little bit of is Arkham Origins. I've been slowly chipping away at this for, I don't know, launch week. I mean,
I think I beat it in the first week.
Yeah, I have a horrible time at finishing games. Like, I'll start everything and not finish anything. So I really want to just put it to bed because it's like 16 gigs I can get back off my hard drive. So I'm trying to get my way through the story. I don't want to spoil anything, but I just got past the bank mission where you kind of get a little deeper into the story. So
where you meet one of the baddies.
Yeah. And that was kind of cool, because my kids have actually finished the game and I haven't, so they were watching me play, and they're like, oh, this is my favorite part, this is where, and I'm like, shut up, I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You could be like Dan and get to the last boss and still haven't finished it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that all you got left? Come on.
I just started growing tired of it. I'll play it again at some point. I'll probably finish when the next one comes out.
Probably next year. They look like they're going to turn that into a... Everybody
It'll have to be better before I get it.
See, that's what I was going to say. Everybody's been kind of ripping on Origins, and I haven't run into many of the problems yet. Maybe it's just because I'm not deep into the story or whatever, but...
You playing on a console or you playing on PC?
PC. I barely play my console at all. I have a 360, but it collects dust.
You may not run into the problem, but I know Dan and there was one of the towers that you have to get so you can get fast travel point and everything. And it was bugged to where you would go into the room and you get stuck in it because it wouldn't let you go through a vent. You get stuck hanging on the vent and it wouldn't let you through. And they fixed it like 2 weeks after launch, something like that.
Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten a fix for that because I
Yeah.
was at that spot last time I fired it up this past week, and I went to try it out and see if they fixed it, and they actually made it worse because I was falling through buildings. You get like, I had a grapple point on this bridge. It's kind of like an elevated highway, and right near where that spot is that you were talking about. And I see a grapple point in the middle of the highway, and I'm like, well, that's kind of odd. I wonder what that would latch onto. So I hit the button, and you go right through the highway into a roof above it. And I'm like, okay. And then there's just a lot of weird spots where, like, you'll fall through buildings and die, just like right down to the water below. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to avoid this part of the map for now. Maybe there'll be a patch soon.
Yeah, that's kind of what we did. We waited for them to fix it.
Well, and a bit longer.
I think I found a way around it, actually. I did something really weird. I can't remember what it is now. But, like, you had to shimmy along the side of the building, then you had to hack the console or whatever. The gate would close that would lock you in, and then you would have to go up and fly around to get up there. It was kind of insane.
Yeah, I heard that there was some kind of weird way to get around it, and I just was like, I'll wait until a little bit later, and I'll, when they patch it, I'll get through there. Otherwise, I haven't done a lot of missions in that area, so it's not a huge deal.
I'm impatient.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I mean, I've been trying to get into... I still have Starbound that I want to get into. I was having a lot of frame rate issues, and I found a fix for that. And I was also actually, ironically, having a lot of frame rate issues for Mortal Kombat Complete. I picked that up on a Green Man Gaming sale, I think it was a while back, and it was really unplayable, and found a fix for that. So now that I got those two all settled, I'm probably going to dig a little deeper in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Odd mix there, but,
Now, I heard a lot of good things about Starbound. A couple people that we all talked to on TeamSpeak, like Garwin and stuff, they say it's a lot better than Terraria. And you've played it too, Scott, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree it's a lot better than Terraria?
I don't know. It's certainly different. I think both games are fun.
I know the crafting Garwin said was insane.
Oh, in Starbound?
Yeah.
It gets a little nuts. You have to like beat a boss to get a component to make another thing. Yeah, and then you can fly all over the whole universe. Like it's just planet after planet.
Okay.
The only downside with Starbound is I'm constantly paranoid that they're going to put another update out and wipe out everything I've done. And I've already had that happen once, and I mean, it's a beta, it's understandable. I don't get upset about it, that's not why I'm bringing it up, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh no, I don't have a lot of time to sink into it, and now I have to start all over. This stinks.
Well, and I've got a couple of friends that read just down to an art. After that first wipe, they basically maxed out the content again. Like they did everything that they could do in hours. So they just kind of figured out the rhythm of the game and got bored with it, I think, after that. But that's, for playing 12 to 16 hours a day, I think. So.
Holy cow. Yeah, I wish I could do that, but I can't.
But is that all for you, Chris?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Let's move on to you, Scott. What have you been playing?
A lot, I guess. Just kind of scattered throughout the last month or two, I guess. Most recently, I picked up Demon's Souls just because I loved Dark Souls so much. I figured why not play the original? So a friend of mine let me borrow his PS3. Thanks, Folly, for Apple. Yeah. And so, yeah, I went out and picked up that and another copy of Dark Souls, actually, just so I could play through that again. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's a lot of fun.
How do you compare it to Dark Souls?
It's certainly different. There's only one thing that I don't really like about it. Part of the combat has changed. Where in Demon's Souls, usually if you tap forward and right bumper, forward and R1, whatever that is, you do that kind of kick, which could help like clear guys away from you if they were getting too close. And then based on what weapon you were holding, you could do the tap forward and R2, and you do like a special heavy attack based on whatever weapon. And in this one, there still kind of is that, but if you're holding forward and you just tap attack, he'll just go at it sometimes. and do
Okay.
this really, really awkward attack. I mean, it's meant for like a special purpose. Each weapon has a different one, but I'll accidentally do it, and I need to like remind myself to let go of the stick, attack, then push forward if I'm, like trying to push into guys. But so that's a little awkward. Other than that, the system seems a little easier actually.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's just me or just because I played a bunch of Dark Souls that I kind of get it. But there's like a whole different system in there. Humanity isn't really in there. They've got something like you're in soul form and then human form, and then they've got their this weird shard, and you can change the tendency of your world to towards pure black or pure white, and depending on which you do, it affects drops and how much damage you're dealt from the enemy. Stuff like that. Really in depth. But I kind of expected that, I guess. But yeah, it's good. I also got the chance to play Last of Us because everyone was raving about that, how wonderful it was.
I really enjoyed it.
I burst pretty quick. I'm definitely going to be writing an article over the video game Nazi, which is me just basically saying what I hate about games. It's just kind of a backwards take on most ways that articles are written. I just kind of do it for fun. So, but definitely, I'll just say there's going to be at least one sentence in that says it's an amazing story with an awful medium, and. That's just me. I'm sure no one else had any problems with the engine. I'm just tired of playing the same Splinter Cell engine that I played since 1990. And that's basically what all games kind of feel like to me now. You can just tell that they didn't build an engine for that game. Obviously, they're using Havoc.
You may not have been as bad with it back in the day whenever it came out compared to now.
Well, didn't it just come out like 6 months ago or something?
Oh, that's right, Last of Us. I was going back to Demon Souls. I completely forgot.
Oh, okay. No, that's what kind of blows it. Demon Souls is on the Havoc engine too. It's like one-to-one engine. Like if you screw up, you know exactly why. And then, you know what I mean? But then it was so buggy for me in my playthrough. I'd be like creeping up, be like 20 yards from something that's facing away from me. And it would just know I was there, and it would turn around and run at me. And I'm like going, wait a minute, hold on. Now they're breaking what they taught me for the first 6 hours of this game. That doesn't seem right. So, yeah, I had some issues with it, but the story was really good. I found it to be a very human story, actually. The ending was kind of what I expected and kind of not, so that's new.
It's always good whenever you don't expect everything that's going to happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was okay. I'm real tired of the way like game engines are. So it doesn't seem like they're actually putting time into their engines the way they used to, like when I was a kid. So like games would go leaps and bounds when someone finally got a new engine out. And now it's just we can do the same crap, just change the story and what guns we use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm getting a little crotchety in that area. That's it. Starbound, yeah, I played a bunch of that. Picked up a game called Faeria.
Yeah, what's that?
Faeria. It's like kind of like a TCG, like a trading card game.
Oh, okay.
But it's got like civilization strategy style elements to it.
Oh, really?
Each turn you have to like raise one hexagonal node of land. And you can turn that land into like a forest, a desert, a mountain, whatever.
Is it kind of like magic-ish?
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about like mana and stuff. It's weird that they've got like three different systems of paying for your cards. It's actually really neat. Like every game is different, even if you're using the same deck and the person that you're playing against is using the same deck. Just because you can set up that land and you have to traverse that land to get next to someone's character to be able to get next to their orb, I think it's called, to be able to attack that. And then once the orb is dead, you win. And it's neat. It's simplistic, but it's neat. And I think it's $20 you can buy it for. And there's no buying cards, which is awesome. You can't just go down, and spend $500 and you get all the cards or something. Lane. Just earn more cards by playing more. When you win, you gain points. When you lose, you gain points. You just don't get many. And then you spend those on random packs of cards. It's pretty neat. If you're into TCGs and stuff, it's a lot of fun for $20.
Yeah, I still have Magic the Gathering trading card game on Steam, and I still haven't played it yet. I need to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. The only thing I didn't like about that was that you couldn't actually edit the entire deck.
Oh, really?
You have to only like pull out like there'll be 40 cards in a deck, and you have to have at least that, and then they'll give you a bonus like 20.
Okay.
So you can actually change the entire deck and build your own theme and stuff off of it.
No, I know. I played the old Magic the Gathering games way back when, and you could like choose every single card you wanted to use and everything.
Oh yeah,
It's
those
awesome.
were great. That was back in the day, and then they started to realize, wait, we're giving our game away. We could probably make money off of this, and then they kind of, I don't know, they kind of got loose butthole on that. So, which is bad. Tight butthole's good. Loose butthole is bad. Never mind. It's bad. It's a
God.
bad show. Sorry. Metro Last Light, I wanted to pick that up, because I really enjoyed Metro 2033. And I hadn't quite beaten 2033 yet, and I was like, I'll load up Metro and, get all my settings straightened out. And then I'll just quit, like, I'll be like, okay, controls are good, whatever, and then just leave. I was gonna do like a test game. So I fired up the game, and it's like, the ending of 2033. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yes. Oh, damn it.
I was going to mention that whenever I talked about it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, wow, I didn't even know the game was, okay, wow. All right, well, that's over. I may as well play this one. So I did. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. There's the Devil May Cry 3 tower, like Hell Tower. What it was like an endless attack of waves. Eventually, you'd get to level like 50 on the tower. I can't talk, or whatever it was. And you beat it. It was super hard. And if you lost, you had to start all over again at level 1.
Yeah, I didn't get any DLC yet. I was looking at that. It's on sale right now on Steam as well.
Yeah, it was like $4 for all the DLC, including the Ranger mode, which I really enjoyed playing Ranger. That's how I played through it. No HUD, there's no hints, almost none. So you just
I'd be afraid.
It was crazy. I got to a point where I knew that I could kind of power up my gear again, because you use like pneumatic everything for everything. I remember how to bring it up about halfway through the game when I didn't need it more. That's when I remembered how to pull it up. So. Oops.
Nice.
But it was good though. I really enjoyed that kind of experience where it was really immersive and fairly difficult, but it wasn't like tearing your hair out difficult. I can't figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It didn't seem as tough as the first one.
Yeah.
God, one of the parts.
I think it's that for a good reason, because the ammo is supposed to mean so much. Then when you go on like hard mode in 2033, it takes like 12 shotgun rounds to drop one. I'm going, this doesn't feel right. They're all bullet sponges. So they really kind of altered that. It feels a lot better. A headshot actually means something.
Headshot every time. It was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, so it feels a whole lot better. It's like I get what they were trying to do with 2033, and they just basically
they made it into a modern first-person shooter now.
Yeah, well, they were able to convey that feeling more. So while you can get headshots and like one-shot kills, there's a lot less ammo in the game. And if you're fairly reserved about it, you really don't have to worry too much about ammo.
Yeah, there's parts where I'd just run straight through. Like, if it was the mutants or whatever, I'd pretty much try to run through as much as I could, or I'd try to sneak around everything. And I did a lot of silent takedowns of almost all the human enemies in an area.
In Ranger mode, you need to stick to that and do as many silent takedowns as you can and try and just sneak straight through some areas without even alerting people.
It sounds like I'd be good at doing that. Well, depends.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I stealth almost like the whole game.
Yeah, I did too. It was pretty enjoyable. Plus, I got a Plus or something. It wasn't much. It was like $20 or something on sale, like with all the DLC.
Yeah, I picked it up. Actually, did I just pick it up on the Steam sale this week? Can't remember.
I thought I saw you playing it, putting some screenshots up.
Oh, yeah, I just put up 180 something today. I played 8 hours of it today and beat it. I'm a screenshot whore. Like, I have over 2,000 screenshots on Guild Wars and everything, and every game normally has like 100 screenshots.
And I also played Mortal Kombat Complete, which I haven't played a Mortal Kombat that I've liked in a very long time. And even then, they felt kind of loose with the math on it. Like, it didn't feel like a competitive game, like something that you see in professional gaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could just start cheating.
Iron Man tournaments.
And you're like, nah, yeah. And so it never really, it wasn't exactly like tournament rules type stuff. It wasn't a really, really tight game.
Mm-hmm.
It was just based on reaction time. It was mostly like, see how many balls I can before he gets to me, and then I might fight him. But yeah, this one I was really, really surprised. Like, every action had an equal and opposite reaction. Everything had a counter. You just had to be paying attention, and the fighting system felt a whole lot better. You have to say that the last boss, that company has never been a boss worth a damn. And that last boss fight is no exception. It's god awful. It is just horrible. You have to do the same 2 moves over and over again. Like, wait for him to do this move and then cheese him out of it.
Yeah, it sounds like a funny game for me.
That's just
2 moves.
lame. Like, that's what they expect you to do. Whereas throughout the entire game, They make you play most of the characters, and they want you to master their moveset. So it felt really odd. Finally, they like make you Raiden for the end of the game, and they're like, okay, just teleport, and then like zap people every once in a while.
So you don't choose a character to play through? It's they tell
For
you
the
what.
storyline? Yeah, for the storyline, it was actually pretty cool. It was they took all the Mortal Kombats story wise and crammed them into one long story, and you would play from different people's perspectives, and so you like chapter 1 was Johnny Cage, chapter 2 was Sony, chapter 3 was so they just kind of go through the characters that way.
Almost kind of like the way Injustice ran with the storyline.
I haven't played that.
Oh, okay. They do a similar. Well, Mortal Kombat Complete actually came first chronologically, but Injustice does a similar thing where you get to play as all the different characters.
Oh,
which is kind of cool.
Okay. It was to have that finalized story because you kind of knew, and there were like rumors throughout the Mortal Kombat stories, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's true. I just haven't confirmed that, but it looks like it. It was like a real mystery thing. And so in this, they kind of just lay everything. Although they didn't have Reptile story in there, they didn't bother with him. He just starts in Reptile form, and that's the way he is throughout the whole game. Kind of like that. So I used to like it a lot. But it was pretty good. The controls were pretty tight.
Sounds like I kind of want to play it just to see the story.
I'd recommend to play it with the PS3 controller, the kick on the 360 controller. You'll be like duck, and it'll be like back. No, duck. Up? No, back.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a PS4 controller just to use on my computer.
Me too. I don't know if it's better. At least
it
for me.
feels so much nicer than the PS3 controller.
Does it? That's not good to hear. And then I actually played Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is the first Assassin's Creed I played after the second awful one. I was like, okay, this one's separate from the story. It's pirates. I'll run around, I'll stab stuff, I'll drive ships or whatever. And then it was a nightmare. I had to go through the kind of intro session like 8 times, and it crashed every time I got to the video.
And you were playing that on your PS3?
On the PC.
Oh, on PC.
And so I started reading about it, and like everyone's having the same problem, whether they bought it through Steam, whether they bought it directly from them, and it just seemed really, really buggy. And there weren't any free fixes for it. I tried 8 different fixes, and you can't skip half the cutscenes in the tutorial. So it was just, I eventually got really upset. I started to enjoy it though. They started to boil the game for its base elements, and the combat is easy, but fun. And the dialogue's pretty good, and they kind of set you up okay for the story, and some of it's not real plausible, it's fine. And then just, I'm done. I'm like, wait, what? And then you gotta do it again, and do it again, do it again. Even if I would just before that scene would play and save it and back out and exit the game, do all that, come back in, load it up, start playing again, it would crash and my save game wouldn't be there after that. So,
I think I heard that there's a tutorial once you get the hidden blade or whatever, and it's like the worst tutorial ever. It's like, since you're the captain or whatever, your crew members are like, oh yeah, I'd like to see you kill this guy like this, and then jump off this building doing this, and take down both these guys at once. So your crew members are telling you what to do, and then you do it. Just kill these guys like this.
Yeah, I mean, it the combat feels kind of dumbed down. It was really easy to just like wait for someone to move and be like counter. But at least they kind of kept the fun in it. It was still, kind of to do. But so I couldn't tell you whether or not I like that one. What I played so far, do and don't, I guess. So
I heard they made the combat super simple when you just
what seems like
press buttons and enemies just fall around. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, one day maybe when they decide to complete a game before releasing.
Yeah, that'll probably never happen again.
The whole engine thing and people not beta testing very diversely in terms of places. Those are probably my biggest rants in the gaming industry right now. Other than that, I'm having fun. That's what it's all about.
So that's it for you.
That's it. Well, that's a lot. Sorry.
Alright. Dan, what have you been playing then?
Some more Metro 33 even. A little bit more. I need to spend some more time with it. Really enjoying it.
How far have you gone?
Not very far at all. I've got to the second, on the outside, I can't remember exactly, in Moscow.
I
I
love the gas
surpassed you
mask.
pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'll talk about the gas mask when I talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. I've got a ton of gas masks, so that's not too bad. Yeah, Max Payne 3, when I can get it to work, I found I have to occasionally run it in server 2003 mode, which is really horrible because it's all DirectX 9 and yeah, it's nasty. And then now and then it'll work in, without anything. So yeah. And, Max Payne is the worst bodyguard in the world. I was playing it the other night. The amount of times, the first mission, these guys try to abduct the people you're looking after, and you manage to stop them, and then they come back and they take the wife of the guy you're protecting. And the next 3 or 4 missions that I've played since then have been trying to rescue her and failing miserably. And it's not because I'm crap at the game; it's just that's how the story goes. And yeah, every time you get close, and then something happens and you failed again.
So they should just have came through bodyguard.
Yeah. And there's one bit where you manage to get to them, and you go into this room when there's loads of gunmen around. They all point their guns at you. You give away your gun, and they execute one of the people you're trying to save. It's like, what the fuck?
Speaking of that, it's $4 on Steam right now. I need to pick that up before it goes off.
I
have what?
Tomorrow.
Do you have the first 2? Because
No.
it's actually the same price on Amazon that it is on Steam for the complete edition, but the Amazon one comes with 1 and 2. The Steam one is only the third one and the season pass for the third.
Oh, I'll have to look at that. Oh yeah, the complete $7 on Steam.
Yeah.
But yeah, having a lot of fun with that. It's been a riot. I found a lot of the time it's best just to pick up the best machine gun you can find and run in and mow everyone down. At least that's the most fun way of doing it.
Always the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point of the game. Everybody around him seems to end up dead, though.
Yeah.
People's not aiming at.
I guess the main big thing that I've played was Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 1.
Remember, no spoilers since it just came out.
Yeah,
How much you love that game.
Oh, it's fantastic. They've done it again. It was the best couple of hours I've spent this year playing anything. It was absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for the next episode. I'd love to play more of it. I might have to play a few other versions of the game and try some different options, see what happens. But yeah, having a fantastic time with that.
Yeah, let me tell you what, they took the intensity of what they learned from The Walking Dead and put it into the first episode of season 2, and man, it was intense.
I think it looks a bit nicer, and see the facial expressions seem a lot better as well. And of course, it's got fantastic music and great tension that it builds. Go and play it. If you haven't played the first one, buy the first one. It's right now cheap on Steam.
Still haven't.
It is.
I'm an awful person.
Yeah, you never played the first season, did you, Scott?
No, I still want to. I just haven't.
Oh, you need to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've got to buy it. You've got to play it. You'll love it. It's great. And of course, I've been playing some more Guild Wars 2. Same game, same stuff. Nothing new since last time with the Winter's Day patch. But I'm working on my.
Bingles is there.
Yeah.
Good. It's Bingles.
So I'm working on my Ascended Armor. I've got 2 pieces done. I've nearly got the 3rd piece done. In fact, I could be doing that now, but I'm not.
I'm wondering how you're getting so many of the pieces, because you not having as much money as you did at the beginning. God.
No, I don't have much money at all now. I think I've got 2 gold at the moment.
Yeah, I actually can make my first piece today, but I'm gonna have to buy the stuff first.
Yeah, it's costly, to say the least.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. What about you, Gary? What have you been playing?
Well, I've also been playing Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 1, and I really, really enjoy that game. I can't wait for the other episodes. Now, I'm kind of upset that I played the first one and didn't wait, because now I want to play the second one, and now I gotta wait a month.
I don't know about you, but I didn't actually feel like playing anything after finishing that game. But yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I did have a few oh shit moments during the game. It's just like, oh!
Yeah, there's that bit where you see that look on Clementine's face when after something big happens, and you're just like, oh, yeah, that really kind of grabs you. But,
Yeah.
oh.
You definitely feel for Clementine, especially going from the first one to the second one. It's definitely insane. But also I've been playing Metro 2033, and we'll go back to the gas mask
Last Light
part.
or 2033?
2033.
Okay.
But the gas mask. So I don't know if something just screwed up in the game or whatever, but I played through going outside for the first time, and I didn't get too many gas masks. I got back inside, and it wouldn't let me take off the gas mask. Ran out of air filters or whatever because of it, and the mask just never went away.
You were holding down the button, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta
yeah,
hold
'cause
it
that's
down,
how you have
not just
to.
tap it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I tried to take it off, wouldn't take it off, and in the game, your mask will break if you're wearing it through combat and you're getting hit and everything. So I
Yeah.
had to play, I think, 2 extra hours before I get. Well, to fix it, I had to get a new gas mask or new filters, and they didn't give you another filter for hours. So I had to wear a cracked face mask, and I could barely see enemies for 2 hours of the game.
Oh god.
It was
Oh,
horrible.
jeez.
I was so angry.
I'm kind of glad I went and got a load of filters at the beginning instead of a new gun like you did.
Yeah, see, I never bought any. But like, I think it I may have ran out of air filters right at the end of being outside or something, and just be like, it was red like you, I guess, weren't wearing one, but it just wouldn't let me take it off, and I couldn't see shit. I was so pissed.
You didn't try to just like load the first area over and it wouldn't come off, or
What do you mean?
like when you got to the end and tried to pull your mask off and did you try something an old game to get it to like run through and see if it was
Well,
if you could pull it off?
as far as I know, you can't save during the game. Like it just takes you back to the last load you had.
Was it checkpointed? I thought I wasn't sure it was like a quick save or something.
No, it's just checkpoints. So whatever checkpoint you end off at, then it puts you back to that one when you reload the game or die or whatever. So I couldn't take it off at all.
It's so
I
strange.
just hated that. Yeah. But I'm kind of glad, Dan, that you told me to play. Because Dan started playing. I was like, oh, I need to play that. But I have Metro Last Light. Maybe I'll just go with that. And Dan's like, yeah, you should probably start 2033 because it's the first one. And I didn't know it was a direct sequel or anything to Metro 23 for Last Light. So I started playing it, got to the end, and like you said, Scott, as soon as I started Last Light, it was exactly the ending of 2033. I was like, oh, thank God.
They're like, here's the end. I'm like, no, I was going to finish that. I mean, it's not bad. It's just probably playing through on easy is the way to go because they're just bullet sponges. You know, like I was saying, most of the monsters just take a ton of ammo to put down.
Oh, that's another thing with 2033. Played it on normal the whole way through because I just wanted to get through the game. That's how it seems to be anymore. Like I want to get through a game to get the story and everything. I'll go and play it on normal.
Content tourist.
Yeah. I don't play it on easy unless I really don't like the game, or it gets insanely difficult. But with 2033, there was one part where I had to put it on easy because no matter what I did, I think I screwed up in not taking an automatic weapon because everything I fought before it, I like doing it in short bursts. So I never tried to, use an automatic gun. And I didn't make that mistake in Last Light. I kept an automatic gun the whole way through. But I don't know how far you got, Scott. Did you actually beat 2033 finally?
No,
or?
I should probably just go back and play it on easy because I can kind of enjoy it and just get through it.
Okay, well, there are these enemies. I can't remember what they're called, but they're just like kind of round blobs. They kind of look like an amoeba, I guess you could say, a gigantic amoeba. But there's this one part you go through with a guy, one guy in the story, and you have to keep these things off of him and off of yourself. And what happened was there's so many of them as you're walking through, like they keep spawning out of these things in the ground and off the walls and everything, and you can't take them down fast enough, or like I kept shooting him in the middle, but I'd shoot it in the middle as it came out and it wouldn't detect it, or it was moving around and I couldn't shoot it or hit it directly in the middle so it wouldn't blow up, because once they get close to you they blow up. So I failed it probably 20 times and went, like, I didn't want to put down to easy at all, and then I just gave up. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put the easy. Put down the easy, went straight through it. But
Huh.
then like I put it back up to normal after that. That part was just insane. It's kind of close to the end. It's probably in the last, I would say, well, it's before the last. It's in chapter 6, I believe it is, which are 7 chapters in the game, and that part just pissed me off. But with Metro Last Light, the thing between 2033 and Last Light, what Last Light really did good was the stealth. In
Yeah.
2033, there was one part at the beginning where you're fighting bandits or whatever it is, and I tried my best to take everyone out silently. It was probably one of the first real stealth areas in the game, and I tried taking people out with throwing knives. And I liked Last Light how you just push a button, like push C to throw a knife. And with 2033, you had to equip the knives, and you could either stab with them or throw them. Well, I threw at one guy, and I did this a whole bunch of times, but I was trying to kill everyone stealthily, so I killed like 3 guys, got seen or something like that, and then would have to restart. Or I'd just automatically get killed because I wanted to take them all out.
Yeah, the
So,
sequences feel a lot more scripted in 2033 than they were in Last Light.
yeah.
Like, if you didn't do exactly what they wanted you to do.
Yeah, but I killed, like, there's the first guy, you come out of a vent, and then he's the first guy you pretty much see, and he'd be walking along. First 3 times I did it, no problem. Threw a knife, killed him, fine. The next 5 times, I'd throw a knife, it would hit his gun or any part of him, and he wouldn't die. It would just knock him back, and then everyone's alerted, even though he didn't say anything when I threw a second knife and killed him. But he would automatically somehow alert the guards, and you'd have a firefight in your hands. But 2033, I could do almost every single thing stealth. I killed so many. Actually, they give you the kill or knock out, and I try to do it without killing as many people as possible. So I knocked out so many guys, and it felt so, I guess you could say, rewarding, just going around taking out an entire area without being seen.
Yeah.
And there's a few places where you get an achievement for for going through a place not tripping the alarm. And that also, if you shot a guy in 2033, no matter what, if another guy was next to him, it would trip him, or everyone would be notified.
Yeah.
Well, in Last Light, I could shoot 2 guys pretty much right one after the other, shoot them in the head and kill them, and nobody would be alerted. And it was so nice having all that. But I really enjoyed Last Light. So much better.
They really listened to the fans.
Yeah.
With all the complaints that they had, which wasn't too many, but they really went right to the core of it and addressed all of them. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
there was a lot of concern over that game too, I believe, because it was what, like 95% complete, and then Deep Silver ended up taking on it because THQ went under. So people were wondering if it was going to be like an Aliens debacle all over again.
Oh no, I knew that they would uphold what that game was about, just because they're one of the few great companies that's left out there. I think, at least right now. In terms of my top 3. And they definitely know that atmosphere because they've done so many Stalker games. Shout out Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and
they did the Stalker game.
Yeah, so I just figured I can't really do this wrong. I don't think, as long as I stick to the the feel of the first game and, continue to address the problems, the few problems that people had. This is an easy win for them, and it seems like it was.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't know what other games they've done, or what they're working on now until their next game.
Yeah,
But
they've been doing
I like them.
Saints Row, right? That's them too.
That's Deep Silver, yeah.
Yeah.
What else did they? They had another fairly big one. I know they had Riptide this year. I thought there was.
Are they the ones
else.
that did Riptide?
Yeah.
That's probably why it's better.
Well, both
I have
the first one and Riptide.
Yeah, the first one was decent, but it was just it doesn't seem like they had enough budget or something to do exactly what they wanted to do with it. So
my biggest complaint with the first one was that you hit a point where if you weren't playing co-op, you were not going to progress. Like, there was no way to solo once you got to a certain... Or am I just that bad? Did you finish it?
Mine got taken away.
Did anybody finish it?
Okay.
Steve bought us some copies for like $3 or $4 each with Steam codes. I loaded it onto Steam, and mine was the only one that Steam sent me a message and said, "You shouldn't be stealing thing."
Oh no, I got that as well.
Yeah, I was like, "What?"
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, I think we all got it.
Yeah, I sent him a letter that said, "This was a gift. It's not my intention to to do that. Sorry." Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, he got taken away from me, so I didn't get to play all that much, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was just me. I mean, I'm not the I'm not the most stellar player, but yeah, you get to a point. There's a town that you come upon, and holy cow, man! I mean, they just spam you with those. I forget what they're called. I always remember the Left 4 Dead names, but the big juggernaut guys with the straitjackets. Oh, they would just put them all over the place, and it was like, wow, okay, if I don't have human help, then there's no way, to get through this. Your AI partners are few and far between, and they're not much help.
Yeah, I think I only played like an hour of that game, because I only played it by myself for a little bit.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it when I got it. I was really surprised, because I was sick of zombie games when it came out, and the trailer came out, and everybody loved it, and I was like, you know what? It's a great trailer, but the game is never going to live up to that. Like, the game's going to be totally different.
It's true.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And the combat did not sound attractive to me. Like, really? I'm going to have weapons that break, and it's going to be melee-based? Like, I want to shoot zombies. I don't want to hit them with bolt oars, And I ended up picking up on
a little while, right?
Loved it. Yeah.
But if you don't want to hit zombies with oars from boats, then you're not going to like a cricket bat and zombie you.
At least when you get the baseball bats in, I forgot the name, Dead Island, you can get a circular saw attached to it and start carving them up. That's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
My god.
I like the weapon mod system they have.
Yeah.
They did a lot of, that was another one where they kind of listened to people, and they did a lot of stuff with Riptide, where I was reading some of the negative reviews for Riptide. We actually had a chance. I did the review for us, and you could tell some of these negative reviews where people just did not play the game. They played like the first hour or two and just put it down and just winged it on the review, because they were making criticisms and saying that there wasn't enough different. And I'm like, did you play the same game I did? I mean, they really seemed like they put a good foot forward in changing some of the mechanics and the weapons and the different co-op missions and objectives and stuff. It was like, this was pretty good, especially for a game that's not really a full sequel.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with people that review games is, they play and take it from the first little bit that they played instead of playing most of the game, or, especially for, I guess, a game like this, a decent, amount of hours. I'd say you have to at least put 8 hours in, if not more, to get a real feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Deep Silver has always kind of made games that have been kind of on the outer ring. They really are trying to push just awkward type games, just to try something new. And they never really seem too afraid of doing that. I know that, Sacred and Sacred 2 was one of their games, which was an RPG, real different, really strange, but kind of neat in its own right. So yeah, I don't know. I've always just kind of kept an eye on them. I like them a lot just because I'm always kind of trying something new and not worrying about too much.
I like the downloadable one they put out this year. It's more arcadey, like beat 'em up, Sacred Citadel. That was a pretty good one.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even looked at that.
Check that one out if it goes on the Steam sale. It's worth a couple bucks.
Of course,
I always check
Saints
for
Row
cheap
4 as well. They worked on that, didn't they?
They did.
Or 4, yeah, because they bought that from
THQ.
Yeah.
They worked on 3 too. I thought some. Can't remember if that was.
They did a last DLC or something like that. Because they got it. What was it? I think THQ went down a little bit after Saints Row 3 was out, right?
See, I thought it was a little bit before, but I don't remember exactly. So
I think Saints Row 3 was already out.
Yeah, I thought it
That
was
came out
after.
last year, and THQ went down this year, or very early this year.
yeah, I'm just now seeing Sacred Citadel. It's essentially half off right now. It's about $7.50.
Oh, sweet. That's a decent price. It may go on one of the flash deals too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's one of those games that'll better up for the whole thing, I'll check it out around then. Because since I get paid on the 26th, I'll have the money to actually buy more of the games that I want to get.
So everybody heard that. If you want to get your wish list requests in, get them into Gary before the 26th. You got a chance of.
Well, that's the thing about me is for Christmas I don't buy people as many games. For the Steam Summer Sale, I think I spent about $400 in buying people games on Steam.
Holy.
Jeez.
Yeah. I had a problem this summer. I gifted probably, I don't know, 75% of the people I have on Steam.
Getting rehab, that's where you had to go during the fall months.
I completely finished my Summer Sale badge, though. Maxed it out.
Jeez.
The bad news is I don't think you can max out this one.
I don't have the money to do it this time, so.
Well, true.
You do it multiple times though.
But I'm actually kind of doing mine and Courtney's at the same time because she's only voting on them, and I got an extra one today, or a double of one today, so I just gave it over to her. But let me finish up these last couple games I got. Dracula Origins, I finished that one. Dracula Love Kills is the direct sequel to Dracula Origins. Like, I don't know how much long after, but I'll just say like in 6 months or something, it feels like after Origins ends, Love Kills begins. Completely different game than Origins. Origins is like a point and click adventure. This one is like the midnight mystery games that I've played where it's you walk around, you find stuff, and they have like find it games in it where you have to find like 20 items, and maybe one of those items will be something really important that you need to use. So I enjoy that as well. Like the midnight mystery games, I really enjoy playing through. So I'm gonna finish this game as well sometime, since in the last 2 days I beat Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be playing next, so that may be one of them. But the last thing I've played is Guild Wars 2, of course. I haven't done any of the Winter's Day stuff just because. When's it gonna be done, Dan?
21st of January, I think.
Yeah,
is
so
when the next content's coming.
Oh,
That doesn't, I suppose, mean that. I suppose it doesn't mean that this stuff is going to last that long, but that's when they said the next update will be.
Yeah, so I still have a good while. I mean, they have the other content that's going on now as well. And Chris, you need to get back on and play with us.
I do. I've been off for too long. That's what I was going to say. If they're going to leave it up until the 21st, I'll be happy because I haven't touched Winter's Day yet, so I got a lot of catching up.
Oh, we need to take you through that. There's a lot of good stuff that comes with Winter's Day.
Yeah, great jumping puzzle.
Sweet.
I'd still be playing it, but all the OC completionist stuff in me gets burnt out real quick because I'll go and
I
just
want to do
pound
every
away at that game,
achievement.
get everything, and then I just get burned out. I'm like, yeah. I
Well,
missed
you know,
one.
there's armor with better stats that you could be completing.
I know you like your armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pain getting it all. But yeah, apparently the update in January is meant to be pretty big. They're tying up all of the storylines from all of the, stuff that we've had recently. So
Yeah, that'd
that
be
should be
well
good.
with Modern Alliance,
Yeah, and
all the Scarlet
Scarlet.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that finally finished up. That's been going on forever now.
Yeah.
All that stuff, that's been going on since early this year. So yeah, that'll be awesome to finish up. But yeah, Chris, you need to get on the next couple of days or something like that. Well, maybe next weekend or whatever, and then we can do some Winter's Day stuff. We need to take you in Tix's workshop. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I'll have to try that. Is there a level requirement for it?
No,
or
it
does
takes
really
you up
matter?
to 80, I believe. Does it still do that, Dan? You already went in there, right?
Yeah, it scales you up to 80.
And you can get some minis.
Ooh.
Yeah, and other stuff. Plenty of gold as well.
I need
Oh.
gold.
I'm there. I need that gold. I've been thinking about trying that last character. I may try my hand at a guardian, so I gotta pound some more hours into the ones that I have yet. So we'll see. I'm gonna get in there.
I definitely will be more than happy to do that stuff with you.
I noticed nobody took a run at my my pinball scores. I'm still sitting.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't do that. I'll get
Well,
to
where?
it.
Where?
Pinball FX too. I
Nice.
I
Still
picked
don't
it up
have
on
that.
the fall sale.
I love pinball, man. I'm a pinball wizard, but I haven't played the pinball FX one actually.
Yeah, in the last
Oh.
podcast, I kind of said that I was gonna beat some of his scores and never got around to it. Yet.
Oh.
Still waiting. I don't know. I think
Well-
Infinity Gauntlet is the table that I have the highest on, something like 26 million or
Okay, well,
whatever.
I'm gonna go kick your ass on that. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me write that. Let me go write that down right now. Infinity what?
Infinity Gauntlet. Not only is he going to do it, he's going to do it while we're recording. Here we
Yes,
go.
or no, I couldn't hold a conversation while trying to concentrate ever. Alright, well, I think that finishes up this segment of the show. We'll take a little break and then we'll come back for the news. Alright, so, the news. I guess the first thing to talk about really is actually what we've mentioned like 20 times already. The Steam sale's been going on. And I
What's
kind
that?
of well, it's winter and Christmas, and Steam decided to do a little sale.
Dude, like I remember when people used to ask me years ago, "What's a Steam? What's a Steam sale?" That sounds dumb. You're dumb.
Why do I have to buy Steam? Can't I just boil water?
And now, like, everyone's into it. Like, I check every 20 minutes, and they need to send me emails on what's on sale.
Yeah, every 8 hours I'm definitely back there just to get my vote in, and
Set an alarm so wake you up.
yeah, no, I don't. Well, okay, I wait till I wake up in the morning to check the next one that happens at would that be 3, 4 in the morning or whatever? But
Oh,
I make sure
I
to get on.
missed one of the morning ones already, and it was like losing a child. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get one of the cards. I'm never gonna get that back.
Oh, you're technical. But yeah, that like checking back on it's I guess you could say an addiction. But well, I said last episode that I really enjoy the badges and I want to get my Winter's Day badge. The badges look really neat.
It's funny. That's how I felt about AI. Did you ever see that movie?
I have not. That's with what's his name, the kid, right?
Yeah. I can't get that time back.
I
It's
see.
gone. Thank you. There's nothing I can do to get that time back. It's like a 3-hour movie that was crap. It was awful. It was really not fun for me. Like, I kind of got into it at first. Like, hey, this is kind of different. And it's just, ugh. I actually tweeted it, what's the Terminator movies too. I can never think of his name. I tweeted at him and said, damn you. I can never get that time back. It's like waiting 3 hours for a happy ending and just not getting it, you know? And I mean like massage parlor happy ending, like it was chafing. I mean, that's all you had to look forward to.
Oh god. But I kind of wanted to see what the Steam's. I kind of want to see what the Steam's what people have bought so far. So what you guys have bought? Like I've bought Goodbye Deponia because they had Deponia on sale and they had Goodbye Deponia, which is the last of the trilogy. For $10, I finally picked that one up because I really enjoy the Deponia games.
I don't think I've played them.
They're point-and-click adventures.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, kind of like other point-and-click adventures that I've played. You have to get items and combine them together and everything. But this is the last of the story behind it. I'm kind of engrossed in the story and I really enjoy it. So I have to finish it now.
Yeah.
Can't go 2 games in. It's like watching episode 4 and 5 of Star Wars and then not going through 6. But also bought just because I went on the PC, I bought the collector's edition on the PS3 of BioShock Infinite, the Songbird edition, and I was just waiting for Steam to have it really cheap, so I got BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite on there for $13 or whatever, and I just want the season pass so I can play. Oh, what was it?
All the DLC.
Yeah, the.
I can't think of the name of it. I got Minerva's Dead on the brain.
Whatever takes place in Rapture. I really want to play through that, but it's you might as well get the damn season pass because it comes with all 3 of them, and Under the Sea or whatever it's called is $15 on its own, and the first DLC is $5. And if the second DLC or the second Undersea one's gonna be $15 as well, you're just crazy to get, not all of them.
He was ranting about that game, how like the plot blew his mind or something, and it really has not blown my mind. I kind of just got bored of it actually. Kind of like
really drags in the middle. I remember complaining about that when I played it, and it just. I can see how that would turn a lot of people off, but once you push past that, you get towards the end, it was just like, oh wow, okay, that was definitely
fun. The last couple hours was insane.
Like, I guess, spoiler alert? I guess I say that before I go into this. I don't know if it's really spoiler alert, it's just where I'm at in the game. But, that the Songbird is chasing us around for the second time or something. First time, only time, I don't know. And it like tries to peek its head and show me like behind a counter and it tries to scan the room and then fly off and keep screaming. And that's basically where I am now. And I'm just like, yeah, can we go? Is there more to this? I already know, like I already guessed the ending. Can we just get there? So yeah, I don't know if it just drags and it picks up again. If you remember where that part was at all.
It's not. It's after you get Elizabeth, and you are trying to think exactly where.
Not when you get
Well,
to
how
the
far?
first time, and then
Yeah.
like you bitch, and like chases you around. It's much later when he comes back after you because statues start playing the song or something.
Oh, okay. So you are at the end of the game then.
Is that the end? Okay.
It's pretty close.
Because I guess I just thought there would be more like that they would reveal some of what I'm guessing is going to happen throughout the game and kind of I don't know. I guess it's probably worth finishing, so I'll give it.
Yeah, you might
a
as
shot.
well. Spend the next half or another half an hour or whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because
If
it's
you're that
really
close,
close.
it's worth pushing through. Yeah.
That's
Well,
just as bad as Dan not finishing Arkham Origins. Like literally, it is just that fight and he's done.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those games where it's very different experience with control and with a mouse and keyboard. With mouse and keyboard, I find myself just headshotting people all the time. I'm not really worried about it. I don't really use the passwords too much. Sometimes I'll use one or two for fun. But it seems like you kind of need a slight advantage with the controller, and so that those are kind of there for to fill that gap. Or you just want to play that way, I'm sure. So it was hard for me to get as into it, I think, as I did on the first one, because I believe the first one was built on keyboard, right? The first Bioshock, and then they like re-released the consoles.
I cannot remember.
Am I remembering that wrong?
Yeah, I can't remember when they all came out. I just know I got on PS3 a couple years after it came out. So
No. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I was expecting more mind-blowing stuff, and I don't know, the character interaction and drama is actually pretty good. It's not over the top. It's not underdone, So I guess I need to stop listening to Steve when he says when things blow his mind. Because Steve's mind right now. I don't know what's going on. I think he set me up for that, and now I'm like, it was okay. But it's all right.
it's whenever you have more hope or you're expecting more than there actually is.
More than I should reasonably accept.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this like the craziest thing in the world is gonna happen, and you're like, oh, well, that was really cool, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
See, I always try to go in with not as much. Maybe that's why I like a lot of games, because I go in with not much expectation for it. Especially these crappy, point and click adventures that I play through.
See, it got to the point like movies and stuff, because I guess the ending like 10 minutes in, everybody's really pissed off at me. So I don't do well in theaters with friends. It's like, you dick! How'd you know? You ruined the whole movie for us. And so I just have to go in blank out, just kind of deer in the headlights is over, just kind of take the movie for.
It's like saying you read the Hobbit and you're like, oh, and this happens.
Yeah. Well, no, like I don't know. It's there. It always seems very guessable. Like movies always just kind of seem like they're obvious where they're going to go with what. And so, yeah, I just kind of have to go into it with just like a blank mind and just go in to have fun and just kind of experience it. I think I kind of need to get back to doing that with video games because I get too technical. I did so much testing at one time, and we've been doing the show for. I can't help but get that way, and what games are boiled down to their parts, and yeah, I just got to back up a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Well, the last two games that I picked up.
So I tangented you again. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm happy that we're gonna have a little bit longer podcast than we did last week. A little bit. It's probably gonna be 3 times as long. I picked up. It was on the last Steam, the last community choice, Mechanarium.
That'd be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I just interested me because whenever I looked at the picture that they had showing for it, and then I went to the look at the trailer for it and everything, it reminded me of Unmechanical because it's like a little robot kind of thing. Probably plays nothing like that, but I picked it up because it was like $2.50. I was like, why not?
It does look
what I
intriguing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably do something with that because I still have 7 days left. Yep, 7 days left off, and I have a lot of gaming I can get done.
Yeah, it's killing me. I'm not sure what to do with this time off. So it's strange.
What is that like? I
Shut
would
up.
like to know that feeling. I don't know.
Well, I just got into this new job, and that's all I've been doing day in and day out for the last few months. And so when I finally get like 2 days off in a row, I'm like, wow, what do I do? Like, I feel like I should just be working right now. I don't know. I'm not sure how to unwind right now. So it's been a real different experience. But usually I can kind of get into something, and then the second day I just try and look for projects. Like I'm gonna go down to Home Depot and like build my own whiteboard just because I want a giant whiteboard in my house. You know what I mean? Like that was what I did like last weekend. Like I don't know what to do with myself. So
No, you got to get that textured paint that becomes like a chalkboard. Just paint the wall.
yeah, I know. I was looking at that too. Actually, yeah, they've got that for whiteboard. But yeah, it'll be like $25, like a giant whiteboard if I do it for like $500 online. And I was like, screw it. I always wanted a giant whiteboard on that thing. So yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do, try to find some projects to do because, I don't want to be sitting at a computer for, the whole day like I did today. I pretty much sat at the computer for, 10 hours today just playing games and looking on the internet. But,
yeah, the last two projects I picked up because I want to do something different and just sit in front of the PC all day. And then I end up just sitting all day anyway, so whatever. I'm either writing articles or working on this that I've kind of started to mess around with. And, either way, I'm sitting down, so it's whatever.
And the last game I picked up was Cognition, because you recommended it. I can't remember what site you said, Chris, but
Oh yeah, couple buddies of mine, justpressstart.net. They actually live geographically close to me, so yeah, they really enjoyed those games, and I heard the story was fantastic. So
I liked the trailer and looked really interesting. I know I'll probably be playing that this week because you decided to feed my addiction. Point and click adventure.
I don't think you need help with that. Yeah.
You're not deep enough in the rabbit hole. Here's a couple more. Wasn't there another bundle or something like that you saw? Like I tweeted you about it and you were like, "Oh yeah, I got that."
Oh, To the Moon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was really like heartbreaking. Like,
I know.
That one looked like it could be really bad. So I don't know if it's just my menzies or what.
The wife got pissed off at me about that game. Yeah, To the Moon, the wife got pissed off because I don't cry. I've never cried like the whole time we've been together, and I teared up during the ending of that game.
Yeah, it's after you get married. Like I didn't cry a day in my life, and then like about a year after I was married, shit starts to get to you, and you're like, what is going on?
Because your menstrual cycles are going together.
No, I mean, no, that union kind of makes guys a little bit, more open to that kind of thing, I think. But, cause I was never that stuff. And you got married and all of a sudden I can watch some of these movies that you can watch. And I'm going, The Notebook. What am I doing with my life?
Oh, yeah. That's the worst part of the Christmas season is the Hallmark Channel, because my wife will watch that like nonstop. It's like, no.
It's like my grandma watches Oxygen all day, every day.
Oh no!
All those old movies, shows, and everything, just insane.
I know. I get you. I'm a softie for beautiful stories and well told narratives and stuff. So it seems like that game was going to be one of those games. I think that's why I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next one. I can't remember what it's called. It's something about a bird. I can't remember what it is. But it's the next game by them, and I really want it to come out. It was supposed to come out like summer or fall or something this year, and it still hasn't come out yet.
Oh.
I haven't seen anything about it.
The show is so diverse now. Like, it was just about like Xbox and Wii for the longest time, like about 100 episodes. So it's nice to know that we've got some very points of view and stuff. It's good to be back and talking with you guys about games again.
Yeah, it's sad. Well, I don't know about you, Chris, but us three are almost all PC. Like, I play Wii U and I'll play Xbox and stuff, PS3 or whatever every once in a while. but mostly PC for all of us.
Oh, I'm primarily PC too. Yeah, we have a 360. I always say that it's for the kids because I have stuff that I can play on it, and I just never touch it.
Yeah, mine's dusty now.
Mine,
Since it's a machine.
mine
Mine
just
is
holds my
basically
beer
the-
when I'm gaming.
That causes disk drive errors. It's not.
Oh
a
no,
couple-
I don't have the drive open. I just put it on top of it.
It's much
So
in the drive.
Oh look, it comes with a cup holder.
yeah. No, it's up vertical. I just put it on the top, and it keeps it out of the way of anything. And if it falls, it won't hit my PC. So
I always
Flip back.
I always joke that my 360 is my distraction machine for the kids, so that I can pull the laptop and play on it.
All you have to do is put Netflix with the kids shows on.
Oh yeah, that's already on there.
Yeah, it sounds like what I would do.
I mean, PS3 makes it an excellent set-top box. I wish I had known that. I would have bought a PS3 last gen instead of a 360. it just streams all my music and shows right off my server. It's really nice.
I've got a God, what is it? A Raspberry Pi to do that with XBMC.
So you actually got one? I know that Blue, who hangs out on Fatal Ambition with us, he ordered like 2 and forgot one.
I say I've got one. I've got my friend's. He doesn't need it at the moment, so I don't use it. He doesn't use it, so I use it even. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It sucks he didn't get it. Perhaps it got lost in the mail or stolen or something.
I just want to make sure it wasn't a scam because I still want one. I mean, I put one of those suckers behind every TV in my house.
Oh, it's not a scam at all. They're fantastic. It must have just got lost. He should email them and say, "Oi." It's probably too late now, but
Yeah. I mean, I was even thinking about just buying a cheapy screen, like touchscreen or something, and attaching to that, and just putting it up over the sink when we're doing dishes. Just watch shows on it.
Jesus.
That
That would actually make me do dishes.
Yeah, me too. So.
Actually, no, that may make Courtney actually want to do the dishes. She's glaring at me right now. Alright, but has anybody else been buying anything on Steam since Self started?
Nope. I haven't bought a thing.
Kind of spent all my game budget money. It's gone. I did really want to pick up Daisy release with their own engine and all that. A couple of guys at Fatal, they're having just a whole shitload of fun.
Yeah, see, I want to get that whenever it's cheap because I was looking at $30. So it's like,
But it's like alpha right now. I don't think it's going to go on sale until.
That's the other thing. I'd rather wait for it to be out.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty good in alpha from what I've heard. The same as the Daisy beta when it was part of the Arma 2.
Yeah.
When it was an Arma 2 mod, but with some more features. So apparently you can get a pair of handcuffs and sneak up behind people and handcuff them while they're standing there, players, whatever. And then you can like lay them down on the ground and take their blood. Like
take their blood?
Take their blood. Yeah, because like the biggest thing in Daisy when it was on the Arma 2 mode was you would need a blood transfusion occasionally. Not like a whole transfusion, but you would need some blood because you had a lot of damage or something along those lines.
Oh, I think I do remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, and in this they made that possible, and apparently there's also blood types. So if you infuse yourself with too much of the wrong blood type, you die.
Oh wow!
So you have to like actually try and check the blood type and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they've been talking about how they're stalking around at night, and some guy will come running through the town, and all three and their guns on him all of a sudden, and surround him and go, "Put your hands up!" And he'll put his hands up because it's a button. Oh guys, please don't kill me! And they'll start running. And they're like gunning him down. It just sounds like a lot of stupid fun. So
it sounds like such a dick thing though. Like going up.
Like that whole game is like find you're a dick too, and it's fun. And like being as careful as you can, like bad humanity style, like survival horror. It's really neat. It's not what I thought it would be at all when I first started playing it. So I'm picking that up. But other than trying to pick that up, there's been a lot of games that I thought I wanted to buy and I wish I bought. So wow, it's only $2 for that. Whoa, But
that's my mentality. It's like ADD with me. It's like Ooh, cheap game. Oh, another cheap game. Oh my god.
I mean, what I'm mainly doing is trying to save up for, I think it's March is the release date. Dark Souls 2.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to be saving up for mostly. So
I need to beat Dark Souls so I can actually play that when it comes out.
hey, if
And
you
I'm
ever,
sure the stories aren't going to be the same.
I've got a level 1 that can beat the game. So the greatest challenge was to do a level 1 playthrough, and it's doable. So it's hard, but I'd love it. So,
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
yeah, if you ever want to play, I'm down. I've got characters from level 1 to level 135, no, 100, almost 150, I think.
Ridiculous. I don't even know what mine is. I think mine may be up to 20-ish.
Oh, I'm getting into it then.
Yeah. I think I told you before, like, I got to a point and I just kept dying because this thing was gigantic and I didn't know what to do against it.
Oh,
I just stopped.
You're on your way up to the first bell, right? You haven't quite run that yet.
Yeah, I haven't rung the bell yet, but I got past the boss on the, before you get to the bridge with the dragon. And then I got a little bit further up to, like, some crazy, I think it was the cathedral or something up there. There's some
Oh, okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah. So you're real close to the first bell now. So.
Which I'm gonna have to relearn the game when I go back again anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to die 100 times.
It's awful. I had to relearn the game, and when I was trying to do my level 1 playthrough, and it was kind of awful to start. You pick it up again pretty quick. You have to, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably do that this week. I'm sure I'll stop playing other stuff finally.
Did you the Cadus demon? No, he's the third boss. So no, if you haven't run first bell, you haven't done that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I know.
That's like the last bastion there. That's where everyone basically playing or continue playing is very, very brutal at that boss fight. So.
Oh, great. So
yeah, they stack the odds against you, and they want you to learn one tiny maneuver, how to like lead mobs and then roll away from like juke mobs, basically. But hey, you're gold. So, yeah.
I wasn't good at dodging. I was good at parrying.
Oh yeah, and this is like a completely different skill that they're going to be teaching you.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just how to like juke mobs. That's really the only way I can think of how to describe it. It's an amazing game.
That'll be fun. I'll get back into it. All right, Dan, you want to take the actual first piece of news?
Yeah, go on then. Now this is we got it from Kotaku, and basically this chap George Yao has been chatting with the New York Times, and he's basically found success with Clash of Titans. He was, didn't have any friends, and he got this game. He's living in a tiny apartment, and he had this moment where he suddenly realized he was having a problem with his game. When he found himself standing in the shower with 5 individually bagged iPads, struggling to preserve his #1 ranking in the game, which is nuts. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, who has 5 iPads for starters?
Wow.
And then takes them into the shower. I mean, that's just mental.
I mean, you could build one for real cheap these days, but
yeah,
that's different.
But yeah, he's walked away from that now. He had the #1 ranking for 6 months, and it was on holiday, and people would like find him when he was touring Napa County in California. His fans kind of stalked him down and followed him, which is crazy for being at #1 in the world of that game.
Now, it's called what now? Clash of Titans?
Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah. Which I've never played. It looks like something I probably wouldn't play. Just having a quick look at it now. But, it's kind of crazy, his parents moved from, China to Philadelphia, would read about him in Chinese language message boards. And, he'd show up in the game and make guest appearances in other clans. And he was like a full celebrity in the game. It's kind of crazy. But definitely had a bit of a problem. Which made me think, have any of us had any problems with games? I know you have, Scott.
Wait, which ones in particular?
The one we're not allowed to mention.
Oh, Monster Hunter. Yeah. I'm just bummed because I don't have the money. I mean, I'm completely willing to buy a Wii U just for Monster Hunter. I have no qualms about that. But I got money first. So
You get a lot of hours out of that game, though.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm missing out on some of it a little bit, but I'm fine. You know, I mean, it's something that I can play even offline. I'm sure it will be a bunch of fun. What I find hard to believe is, at that point, why bother taking a shower? Just, you know, you're already screwed. You may as well just play the damn thing all day.
You're obviously not going anywhere when you've got 5 iPads in front of you. Who do you need to smell good for? I didn't catch that, Dan. How many hours of Guild Wars 2 have you racked up now? Speaking of problems gaming.
Not as many as a lot of people. It's not even at 2,000 hours yet, so it's not too bad.
I think I've got 1,200 in Monster Hunter 3 alone, and I've got 1,600 in League of Legends.
Wow.
So those are my top numbers there.
Man, I listen to you guys on TeamSpeak on League of Legends. You guys are insane.
Yeah. we're pretty into it when we play, and I don't really even play that much anymore. Like, I'll not play it for months and months, and then I'll come back and, like, kind of play it a little bit for maybe. But yeah, back when it came out, that was all we did for a long time.
Is that one of those games where if you put it down for a little while, you kind of, like, lose your edge, or?
It kind of can be, yeah. But it really doesn't take you that much time to kind of get back into it. Maybe, you know, a couple handfuls of games, you can start to kind of get back into the feel of it again and how it's supposed to be played. And, you know, but, there's worse games for that, I think. Like StarCraft, too, that I don't even bother. If I could play that for like a stint of 4 months and then not play it for like a week or two, I'm like, there's no point. There's no point in going back. I'm Bronze League now. What's the problem? You know, like, there's no point in going back to it now. It'll take me 3 months to get better at it, you know, so.
I do want to play it again, though.
Yeah. Dota's kind of the same way. They're, you know, just that style of game. There's whole different levels of, you know, casual and pro play and stuff, and you can enjoy yourself pretty much at any given time in the game, as long as you mute everyone else, because they're all like 12 and total dicks. But, yeah.
That's why kids shouldn't be given headsets in the first place and stuff. I hate hearing little kids. Whenever, you know, you're playing a first person shooter, like, you're a dick! Oh, I own your ass! And, oh my god, I just want to kill them. Hate little kids that act like they're badass.
Yeah,
Thoughts and opinions of one Amorous 89 do not reflect.
No, it reflects me. Fuck them. I mean, that when I first started playing like first-person shooters and stuff, it wasn't really like that. People would trash talk and stuff, but it seemed like everyone kind of had a little bit more respect for each other. Playing back in, like, you know, the Unreal Tournament days and stuff. And then, so it was a real, like, culture shock for me to go in and try playing, like, a Call of Duty, on the Xbox. And that's what you walk into. And you're like, really? These people are just, there's no respect at all.
I think it started right after, you know, Xbox Live and everything came out.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, whenever, I recently, like in the past 6 months or whatever, I watched, like, the first trailer for Xbox Live. And it was this guy, kind of talking to his friend about Xbox Live, like, you know, Microsoft trying to promote their new thing.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, let's get on a game. And then he's like, ooh, I owned you. And he's like, oh, trash talking. It was like, oh, so this is the reason. I think he even tweeted, it, like, this is the reason why people are so retarded on Xbox. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Hate you people.
Microsoft
started it all.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to do a segment, the Amorous and Rabid rant, where we just, you know, we just bash children apparently every week.
It's not children, it's immature, very immature children. Like, I know whenever I was that young, I never or I guess you could say, well, actually, back whenever I was younger, we didn't have online play. It's not because I'm not that old.
It's one of the reasons I think there should be stiffer penalties for people who buy their kids that are too young for the game, just so I don't have to listen to those little bastards. Especially if it's a game that requires communication, and then you've got this whiny little kid going, boom, headshot! And you're like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know if you could hear that, but apparently the Colonel is following me.
I think the problem I have is kids that just swear all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you swear more than me, and I am twice your age. And I swear a lot.
Okay, who wants to take the next news piece?
I'll take it. I was reading up on it.
Okay.
Okay, so this one's called Cops Say Man Broke Baby's Leg When Diaper Change Interrupted His Game. So, this...
How is that even real?
Alright, but apparently the grandmother of this baby told the dad while he was playing Xbox to change the baby's diaper, and he got so irritated whenever he got interrupted while playing the game that I guess whenever he lifted the baby's legs to open the diaper, actually we'll just read this right from here. I can't say this name. Leginese.
Paul Lewense? Yeah, I don't know how you'd say that. Wow.
Anyway.
We'll call him Paul.
Paul told authorities that when he lifted the baby's leg during the change, he heard a pop and the infant's right leg went limp. It's so... it's so horrible. Oh my god. Like... I don't even know what to say. How can you change a baby's diaper?
Age and take a certain test, then they should give you your penis.
Actually, does it say how old this guy is?
I don't think
yeah, it does.
20.
Yeah,
he's 20.
Chris, you haven't broken your baby's leg by being interrupted by a video game, right?
That would be a huge no. Yeah, this just like turns my stomach. Like I can't even fathom like how you would have to.
It's
like just knowing, just because of, I mean, being in kind of the medical field, knowing that like the younger kids are, the more. I don't know what the right word is. That's not going to sound horrible for me to say here. But like
fragile?
No, well, fragile, yes, but they're also like
bouncy.
Like their bones are still developing, so they can take a little bit more of an impact. It takes more force, basically, to break a child's bone, and even their joints, like their ligaments, their tendons, there's a little bit more give there than there would be in an adult. So, I mean, knowing that, you've really got to put some extra force into that. So, I mean, it's not just like something you could totally do by accident. So, I mean, that just really, like I said, turns my stomach on this.
That's what I was going to say. I want to know how much force it can really take. Like, you know, you're lifting a baby up to put a diaper on, and you're lifting its legs up.
Part of me really...
How do you...
Bone breaking force for, like, average... Like, if you put it in an average 30-year-old male against another 30-year-old male. Bone breaking force is about 49 foot-pounds, I want to say, of force. And, you know, just like Chris was saying, it takes a considerable amount more, to do something like that. Like this guy, someone should have realized, first of all, before all this, that he has a serious anger problem, for one. Like that should is. But, yeah, that's just amazing.
I don't see, like, you can't see how you could put that much force.
It's so awful.
You would think you would pick up the baby first before you break its leg.
I get the feeling that what he probably did was, like, if you can imagine changing a diaper, he probably went to push the baby's legs up, because you have to do that to a certain degree to get the diaper underneath and to be able to clean.
Yeah, well, that's what I was figuring about. You'd lift
he
the
must
baby
have
up.
just been it just went way too far with that, and like again, like the thought of it just
Yeah.
yeah. horrible.
Oh,
But
no.
I mean, you know, I hate to be the jerk, but you know, the fact that he simply states that he was getting increasingly agitated about having to take breaks from Xbox to change his child kind of gives you an accurate picture of his mental state. So
That's back to what Scott said, and I've said this in my life too. People that are homosexual, you know, lesbians, gays, they have to take a test to be able to adopt a child. People that, you know, people that are straight don't have to take a test at all. And you've got some of the dumbest people in the world having kids. But you have these people that can be the best parents in the world being gay that still make better parents or way better parents than somebody, you know, a straight couple.
Yeah. Well, it's something that just, you know, happens with regular couples, you know, but it's something that you really have to fight for when you're a gay couple. It seems like that because you want that experience. You want to nurture a child. You want to raise a child, have that whole experience. So, you know, I don't know if it's something that these people take for granted that they can do. But like I said, issue him a test and then give him his penis. Like, okay, you're ready. Here you go.
I would have no problem taking tests for having a kid because, I know I probably wouldn't fail to have a kid. But some people, like, really, if you can be that
violent,
you know, changing a diaper for the kid that you created, it's like, come on.
He shouldn't have a child or an Xbox.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he has. Worse to think about now that he's done it.
Well, I mean, he might end up in a hopefully with a massive guy called Bubba.
Yeah, I kind of hope he gets put in jail for, you know, hurting a child, a defenseless child that can't do anything, you know, for what, especially since, you know, you have to do these things until the child is old enough to, you know, go to the bathroom and all that stuff. That you're really going to do that to it.
1 month-old child, man. I mean, that's just,
At that point in a child, like, there's lots of studies that show exactly what children need during certain developmental stages. And in that age, you shouldn't be looking at that Xbox at all. That whole stage should be how filled with joy he is that this child exists, that it's there. And losing his shit over this child 24/7 until that kid's 4 years old. It needs that. It needs that to learn how to develop correctly. It needs to know that it can depend on you because it can't do certain things. I just, can we at least have people take a class or something before they have kids?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it really is crazy that someone can just take something like that for granted. Well, at least there is some silver lining here. There's a ray of hope. Bubba did say that he does have a fruity mouth. So at least he'll get what's coming to him, hopefully. While he's there. Try and lighten the mood a little bit there.
Dan, do you want, since you put this last one in?
It's Florida. That's why. Oh. Am I right? Come on. Florida's in the news every day. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, well, the last piece is a game I'm really interested in. It's supposed to be coming out possibly towards the end of August next year, and it's Star Citizen, and it's been breaking all kind of records. The most recent one is that it's managed to raise $35 million in crowdfunding.
Now, is that like a record throughout like all crowdfunding stuff?
That's gotta be, I would think.
Yeah,
what
pretty
did
sure.
the Ouya get? Ouya, I know with Kickstarter got a shit ton.
Ever. Like, the shit better blow Star Wars away, because I know he half-assed his way through that. And you got a lot more money for it.
They've unveiled a new stretch goal for $37 million. So, you know, this game really bet to, you know, it's gonna, yeah. But apparently the next stretch goal at $37 million will bring a black hole to the universe. So they're obviously really expensive black holes.
No, I think they're actually going to open the black hole and use that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just to suck even more money out of people's pockets.
You see it just lift out of your pockets into the sky.
But yeah, it's from what I've seen of the game, it's looking absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to play it. I'm not one of the 34. I haven't put anything in. You know, that's none of my money. That 35 million. So it might be soon because I really want it. I really do. It looks amazing. But it's incredible to consider the funding that it's got from, you know, normal people like us.
Yeah. Well, and it was, well, we were all talking about it, but someone said it's the guy that made Wing Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Roberts.
I sank so many hours into Wing Commander 2 when I was.
That was the only game I used the, like, flight joystick thing in a game on.
Oh. Not X-Wing or TIE Fighter? Come on now.
No, I never played any of those games, actually.
Oh.
I'm using one in Rogue Squadron 2.
That borders on a crime against humanity. I'm just going to let you know that. There's a drastic shortage of that genre these days, though. I really hope that this just brings it back.
Oh.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah, I can. There's more baby leg breaking in there. I'm sorry. Oh, it's awful. Oh, you can edit that. That's so bad. You can't keep that.
No, but the last really space game that's got a lot of people, you know, into
What, Eve?
Eve Online, yeah.
Eve, oh, okay.
Oh, Eve, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see which one
Crazy
is gonna take it.
Competitive spreadsheets is what I've heard about Eve.
Oh, I've heard horrible things about Eve.
I mean,
they have some crazy stories.
It's a life. It's not a game, I think, for the people.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, the only downside, I think, hopefully this new issue, but when I sank all the into, I just drew a blank. What the hell's the game called? What?
Wing Commander?
Yeah, Wing Commander. I sunk all those hours into Wing Commander. I think 3/4 of it were just trying to fix issues so that I could play it. Cause like sound cards were kind of a new thing at that point in time. I don't know if you guys like remember, but it was
yeah.
sound out of that damn game. And then always everything. You really wanted the sound in that game. I remember working long hours trying to get the sound.
Yeah, that game was amazing. All of them, really. There were 4 of them, wasn't there? I think it was 1, 2, 3, and Prophecies. I actually rebought them on Good Old Games.
GOG? Yeah. I got a bunch of good stuff on there. And they're having their winter blowout right now as well. So
yeah, I'm sure Green Man Gaming, Good Old Games, all those places are having some kind of winter thing going on.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone wants more information on Star Citizen, go to robertspaceindustries.com and you can have a look at everything that's on there, what they're doing, how much they've raised. It's actually gone up a little bit. And you can see, you know, what they're doing, and if you like the look of it, send them some cash and get the game early, or wait till it comes out and see what the reviews are like. They might take a while because I know I'll be playing it a lot and probably won't bother reviewing it for months.
I was kind of sad I didn't get it on, or didn't have the money at the time to kickstart it.
Well, you can still, you know, get your alpha slot.
Yeah, but I kind of want to do the whole Kickstarter because, well, I've done all the other ones, get all those like nice little bonus things. I just love extras. That's why I like collector's edition so much.
You don't say.
I'd spend way too much money on stupid stuff. Alright, but I think that's going to do it for this segment. Chris actually has to leave, so I'm going to let him do his shout-outs, and then we'll move on from there. So what do you got shout-out-wise, Chris?
I do. I have to run. I'm sorry. We got some stuff to do tonight with the kids and the holiday preparations.
I think I remember you saying about having the wrap kids presents still.
Yeah.
Kind of close.
I actually don't get any time off for the holiday. I'm going back to work tomorrow night, so this is the last night that we have a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Well, you save lives, so.
sure I do. That's what I just tell people I do. Really, I sit around and work on my Guild Wars 2 character. No, I'm kidding. Actually, wasn't that the first night we played Guild Wars, Gary?
I was like we played for 2 hours. Like, how does he have time to do this?
Yeah, some nights it's a slow night. That's a good thing. No, I didn't have a lot of shout outs. Obviously you guys for having me on and the shout outs you gave us last episode was pretty awesome. I really wanted to thank you guys for that.
No problem.
And if I could take a quick moment to mention, as you had mentioned before, Gary, if you don't have no idea who I am, and I don't blame you if you don't, I write and podcast for a site called everydaygamers.com. And if I could take 2 quick seconds just to push a post that my co-host just posted today. One of our guys, there's 3 of us that are normally on the podcast, Jay, Eric, and myself. And Jay, I was talking a little bit with Gary about this before. Jay's wife was pregnant with twins, and she had to deliver last week at 28 weeks. So it's been a little harrowing for them because the kids are stable, they're doing okay, but they're going to be in the NICU for quite some time.
Mhm.
And part of the problem she was having with the pregnancy, not to get into the whole long story, but one of them was developing normally and one of them was not and was smaller. Well, the one that's smaller is the one that's having some more complications and actually had to be transferred to a different hospital last Friday to have surgery. So he's still kind of rebounding from that surgery. But anyway, the reason that I go into this long story, I mean, if you want to shoot Jay messages, if you follow Jay on Twitter, MeefJ, just let him know that we're all out there supporting him. That would be awesome. If you do want to do something else to support him, what Eric actually kind of did, and I'm trying to avoid a lengthy explanation again, I'm sorry, but there's a gentleman by the name of Robert Payne who wrote the theme song that we use for the podcast. He's been a friend of the podcast for a long time, a friend of the site, and what he had wanted to do, he was working with Eric on getting that song posted on iTunes, and then, potentially maybe either giving some of the funds to the site or whatever, and then all of this happened. And basically what he did was he said that all of the proceeds are going to go to Jay and his family from the sales of the song. So
Oh, cool, man.
it finally went live today. I think the song is like $1.29. Of course, Apple takes their cut, but anything above and beyond Apple's cut is all going to Jay and his family because, we can only imagine with the medical bills and all the stuff that's going on right now, they need as much help as they can. So we're probably going to be working on some other stuff in the future. And I mean, I could send you I could give you all the complicated links and stuff like that, but the article on our front page on everydaygamers.com is probably the easiest place to go because the song is actually on iTunes, it's on the Google Play Store, and I believe it's also on Amazon's MP3 download service as well. So you can find it everywhere. The title of the track is Rock Slide. That was the name that he gave the theme song because he made it for Eric, and Eric's Twitter handle is AZRockslide. So, like I said, that I just thought that was really awesome, and we're trying to get the word out there because, all it takes is $1.29, and it really means a lot to Jay and his family, and it helps them out in kind of a difficult time. So,
I'll put everything
not to
in
get
the
all
show
sappy.
notes.
Oh yeah, thank you. Not to get all sappy and drag things down again, but that's really been eating up.
that lull with baby, and now no, it's fine. That is really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing, and that was totally, Eric and Robert that were able to put this together, and it blew my mind. So, I know that they're really going to be blessed with that, and it's, that's kind of what's been eating up a lot of our time. We purposely didn't record a show last week because it was right in the middle of a lot of this stuff going on, and this week with the holidays, like I mentioned, Eric's got he normally records and edits, and he's got family in town, so he can't do it. And I may be able to put something together. I'm not going to say that it won't happen, but it's going to be, total fly-by-night, last minute, who knows what. But we've all also been kind of rallying around Jay and his family, and, it's been great to see how things are progressing, because they are doing well even after the surgery. The one is doing much better. If you're a Facebook type person, there is a page that his family put up. I believe it's called Praying for Gray and Mason, or Mason and Gray. I forget which name comes first, but those are their names. And there's constant updates on there, which really helps them also, because they don't have to make 15 billion phone calls and emails to tell everybody what's going on. People can just, go over there and see what the latest news is, and try and, give them some encouraging words and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, but, not to get on too serious a note, but again, thank you to you guys for having me on. It's a blast. I wish I could stick around for the tail end of the show. I'm sorry.
No worries, man.
Alright, with his shout-outs done, take a little break and go on to our cleaning up. Alright, so quest of the week. We'll do last week. Our last quest of the week was just emailing, and I actually put in tweeting the podcast to get a few extra people in, because we only had 2 entries before the end, and we actually doubled that in the last few hours. So we have 4 entries. First one we got was Teflon212, and he wanted Age of Empires 2. We got Garwin, who said Dark Souls. Long Live Chiron, who wants Dark Souls. And Acid B, he wants Dragon Age Origins. So I went to random.org, and we're going to do this live, even though it's recorded, so it's live right now. And what I did is, the order that I read that in is everyone's going to get either 1, 2, 3, or 4 as their number. So Teflon's 1, Garwin's 2, Long Live Chiron's 3, and Acid B is 4. And we're going to do it right now. I'm going to click this in 3, 2, 1, generate 3. So, what was that?
That's
Long
Chiron.
Live Chiron. He just won Dark Souls. Woo!
Yeah.
So, I'm either going to have to get actually, it's going to have to be Steam, because it's on Steam. Well, since you emailed, I guess you can email or tweet us and direct message me at Amorous89 and give me your Steam, or add me on Steam at Amorous_89, and I will get you your game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Game is life changing. Better love it.
You're gonna love it, but you're gonna hate your life at the same time. So hard. It's so good. Now I have to play it again because we gave it away.
Anytime.
Yes, I'll definitely be hitting you up this week. Anyway, well, off of that quest, we're going to go to our next quest of the week, and this quest is going to be, since we're going to be doing a Game of the Year show in a few weeks, and I'm going to be putting a poll up on the website for it. We want to know, what is your Game of the Year? You can let us know, email, tweet us, put it up on Facebook too, if that is your preference.
Or phone us.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you do that then.
Of course you are.
I'm not gonna say it. Because I suck at the outro or the cleanup. But yeah, just let us know what your Game of the Year is, and And also, whenever I put the poll up, which should be before the show goes up, it's gonna probably be the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii U, and PC games of the year for those platforms, and then the overall game of the year. Just let us know, and we'll read it on the next podcast. All right, so I guess it's time for the cleanup. First, we'll go over some of the stuff we got from the community. We actually got a tweet today, and Dan, you want to take the tweet?
Yeah, it comes from Teflon212. He says, here's a question for you guys. If Santa could give you one game early for next year, what would it be?
Well, mine's like see-through obvious, I think, at this point.
I think mine is as well.
I think you already mentioned it, too.
Yeah, I have. Mine is obviously Starters Doesn't. I can't wait for that. And I could have it early if anyone bought it for me right now. But it's not out yet, but I could have a look at a ship. Woo! Actually, no, I could have a look at an empty hangar because I won't be able to afford a ship for bloody ages. But yeah, that's mine, definitely. What about you guys?
I'll let you go first, Scott. I gotta think.
It depends. Does Monster Hunter 3 come with my very own Wii U? If not, then yeah, it would definitely be Dark Souls 2. That's something I've been looking forward to for a while.
Maybe by the time you get a Wii U, Monster Hunter 4 will come over on the, well, it'll get ported to the Wii U. And I don't want to play Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS just because it's too small, I think, for it. And plus, they don't have dual sticks and everything.
Yeah.
So it's not very easy to work around. I tried doing battles.
What the hell?
I know.
Only in Japan you play it on PC.
Yeah. And Monster Hunter Online, yeah. That is something I'm looking forward to whenever,
there are
if and when.
Monster Hunter Freedom for more Western releases. I'll take that. That's fine. I'll take that. That goes right to the top of my list. An MMO that I've never stopped paying for. It's gotta be worth something somewhere, right?
Yeah, especially with all those hours you put into
Yeah.
it. But for me, I'm gonna go with more of a console. Actually, no, it's on PC as well. I really want to see what Watch Dogs is like.
Yeah.
There's a couple other games that, I want more than just one game, damn it.
It's one game, the question, man.
I want to cheat.
You can't cheat. We didn't cheat.
Well, well, I guess I'll just go with Watch Dogs. I want to see what that looks like.
Cool, man.
Because, I kind of like the technology side of it and everything, and it's going to be an interesting game, I think. Hopefully it doesn't suck in the end. Like Assassin's Creed. Hopefully they don't bring it out every year.
Oh, good luck with that, I think.
Alright. We also brought back the Gamesmen check, and the Gamesmen check is now TGM check. And we actually got a few. First one's from Teflon212. He says, been playing FIFA 14 on Xbox and Warframe on Steam. Yeah, I've been wanting to play Warframe.
Strangely addictive. Kind of neat. Yeah, it's real different.
It's first-person shooter kind of thing, right?
Like a third-person.
Oh, it is third-person?
Hack and slash, and you can swap to a gun and do backflips and, all kinds of stuff.
Really?
It's like Samurai Ninja space gun sword game. I don't know. It's neat.
Yeah, I watched all the trailers and everything where it looks really interesting. And if you get your Steam badge or whatever, if you craft everything you can get, or you have a chance to get a skin or something in it. Same thing with
some kind of
Path of Exile and stuff. I want Path of Exile stuff.
Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. We got a TGM check from Mr. Garland. What he would like is the DayZ early release, which one of our wonderful data founders actually got that for him as a gift. Pretty neat. So they're actually he already got it. His dream came true. He's on their planet right now, actually. And Rogue Legacy and Legends.
Still playing the League.
Yeah, it's hard to go with.
Never played it. I probably never will. Just because I'm not a big fan of those games. Those aren't my kind of thing, I guess.
It's the first one I could really even get into. So
now we can do our shout outs, I guess. Scott, who do you have shout out this week?
The world. Hello, world. Acid B. We're looking at playing some Dark Souls and stuff. I got into that. Hopefully he'll be jamming along with me here. FatalAmbition.com. Garwin, Joe, Bill, Ash, Rogue Outlaw. There's everybody over there. And they're fun to play with, and just a great hang out and relax, play games. You can certainly check out TVGN, Tumblr.com, videogame.tumblr.com, where sometimes I rant and write articles, but it's very few and far between. Just kind of for fun, just to blow off steam. So, if you ever want to read or comment over there, I guess I don't mind. Other than that, I thank you guys for having me on. It's good to be back. Do a show again.
Lily says hi.
And Lily says hi. How about you, Dan?
Tiny451 over at GameInfuse.com. He gifted me Deadlight earlier. Now I'm really looking forward to playing that. No idea what it's about or anything like that. And also, again to Acid B for finally getting Guild Wars 2. I'm looking forward to playing with him and getting him in the guild. So I guess he'll be playing a lot.
As soon as it went 40% off.
Where did it go 40% off?
At guildwars2.com. I believe it still is 40% off if anyone's interested. I think it's a Christmassy thing they're doing. So
everybody get it.
Robot Hammers came out of nowhere. Telling everybody to get it.
Yeah, that's it for me. What about you, Gary?
I just want to kind of thank all you guys, you, Scott, Chris, Dan, coming on the podcast. And it started out by only being me and Dan going to be on it, and it turned out to be Chris, and then I found out you were going to be on. I was like, oh my god, a completely full show. It's insane. So I'm pretty happy that everyone came on. I don't think I have anything else really, because I haven't been playing online or really talking to anybody online in the past week or so. So I think that's it for me. But for the week to come, where are you going to be, Scott?
I'm going to be on Steam, that's for sure, and I'm going to be in Tuesday a lot, all the time. So if I'm gaming, I'm hanging out. I'm usually there, talking to people. On Steam, it's Rabid Scotsman. It's the same for Twitter, at Rabid Scotsman. And that's, the majority of where I hang out. How about you, Mr. Dan?
Oh, as ever, I'm Hardlydan pretty much everywhere. I'm going to be on Steam. I'm going to be playing Guild Wars 2, and I'm probably going to be playing a few other things. Not entirely sure what else. Obviously, get me on Twitter. That's probably the best place to get hold of me. And come play some games. What about you, Gary?
Same as you guys, kind of. Steam, Emerson_89. Probably not Skype. I know I'll be on TeamSpeak. But Skype, Emerson_89. I'll probably be on Wii U, I'd say. Because I kind of want to do, more Wii Fit over the next week that I'm off. Try to lose as much weight as possible since I actually have the time to do it. But I think that's really it. Alright, Dan, how about you take us out of here?
Yeah, okay. If you want to get hold of us, you can hit us up on Facebook. No one has this week. We haven't got any new followers or likes or whatever. And also, just search the Gamesmen RPG in Facebook, or get it from our site, whatever. We'd love to get some more emails, or voicemails even, actually. We'd love to get more voicemails. We haven't had any voicemails for ages, and you can call the RPG hotline at 412-267-RPG1. That's 412-267-RPG1.
How many podcasts can let you scream at them? I mean, that's great.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. I don't care.
And we'll play it on the show. Everyone will be able to hear it. Anyway, if that's not your bag, you can email us at thegamesmanrpg@gmail.com. Submit MP3s, voicemails. Just write a page saying how crap we are at it. Whatever you want. We don't really care. We just want people to actually get involved with the show. And of course, you can always tweet us. Our Twitter account is @thegamesmanrpg. We have no new followers, so perhaps we won't get any more. And we do have a YouTube channel, but we haven't put anything up there for a while. But that's going to be changing soon. Our YouTube channel is basically youtube.com/thegamesmanrpg. And don't forget to tweet us and give us your TGM, the hashtag TGM game checks for the next show. So we can know what you've been playing, and maybe someone that you know doesn't know you've got that game, and they can come and join you.
That's kind of why it all started, I think, was so people could find out what other people have been playing and play with them.
So yeah, don't forget, email, Facebook, tweet, phone line, any of those, get in contact.
So that'll do it for episode 3 of the Gamesmen. On behalf of Hardlydan and Rabid Scotsman and Holy Headshot, I am Amorous. We are the Gamesmen. Until next time, we ask,
What role will you play?
okay, good. That'll give me enough silence. Anybody need to go to the bathroom? Anything, make a drink, whatever, before we start the next segment?
I'm good. I may have to jump out a little early. I'm sorry. I'll have to see.
That's fine.
The big
Hey,
bad
just
wolf,
let us
I mean
know.
the wife is on her way home, so...
Oh no. Oh. Not supposed to do that.
Does she listen to shows you're on?
No, she doesn't even listen to my show, so it's okay.
Oh.
She's really not. I just like poking fun at her.
Behind her back.
Absolutely. Oh, you can't do it with your shot. I'm not stupid.
I gotta piss so bad. I am like dancing in my seat. I've stood up like 3 times. I gotta go so bad. I can't wait for this.
I
to
go
end.
whenever I know I don't need to talk.
Well, I'd have to run upstairs without the headset on, run back down. Oh god. I gotta piss my pants.
If not fully satisfied with this podcast, please return any portions for a full refund.